G'day! In today's video I'm replacing the display assembly on a GE72VR. This one, an MSI Raider I believe this one is. And I want to take off essentially the top LCD cover that is already broken. We're going to replace the hinges and the back cover, the trim. So this will take a little bit of time to do. First of all, I need somewhere to put screws, so I'll clear out that. You could try and replace it with it attached, but I feel like it's going to be easier doing this with it off. Already missing a fair few screws. It's not exactly handy, especially when this one over here is on the hinge itself. All these screws should be of the same length. Some of these screws are so loose that they just feel like they're just falling out. That one actually had a bit of tension to it. Some of all the screws. Some of the disc drive comes out over here. None hidden under there, and that gives me somewhere to pry. One more screw left over here. There's also another screw still here, but it's done. And we're off. Yeah, this is going to be a bigger job than first anticipated. Gonna have to disconnect over here, hinge here, so I'm going to need to take the cooler off, so then take the hinges off. So this is going to get pretty messy, so I predict. Also disconnect the battery. Go. Should lift up. One has. It's trying. Pretty frickin' solid. There we go. Now I'm going to also disconnect the fans. Disconnect from here. Disconnect from over here. There we go. Screw back here so I don't lose it. And these other screws can go into a container. Out of the way. Disconnect the antennas, disconnect over here, disconnect there. And one. 2, 3, and 4. Should fold over. Same over here. Alright, now I should better move. This out of the way. Not yet. Tape is giving me grief. Not wanting to leave. Why is that? There we go. One assembly. I do have a replacement trim to put on here, so I'm not too concerned about this one. Just make sure it is the same trim. Okay, that needs to be moved. These tabs need to be moved. Sadly, it's a very bare minimum trim, but that's okay. Get to that in time. One failed mounting plate down here. Trim over there. Next up is taking out the panel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. One connector over here. Disconnect. One panel away. Next up, we're going to compare the trim to this. So far, they're looking pretty good. So now I'm going to heat this up, so I'm able to disconnect most of this various things to swap over. The one that I got wasn't a gloss one. Didn't intend that to be the case, but that's what happened. So it's a matte finish, but the customer's perfectly fine with that. Just going to hinge. Go. Disconnect and disconnect. This one should be straightforward. Just a threat of damaging the webcam there. Nah, it's not stuck in that well. That's good. Disconnect. Line it up over here. Push down, down, down. Should mostly be able to get it to follow the similar location. Like so. is swap these foam pads over. And we'll have to use new double-sided tape. Bugger. And now get this one to take off, if it wants to actually leave and not just get destroyed. Oh, hot dog. That's even got double side tape on it. That one over. Next up is this one. These little tabs up here. And tape those. Rubber one here. Here. That's staying. There's only one down. Whew. On to the next one. Which looks like he lives up out here. Go. So staking all the way around, over, through, up, back and forth. Try to get up there, there we go. A little bit dodgy bit there. All the way to the bottom. Swap this one over. Look, gonna have to tape it. Swap this one over. Oh. Take this off. Move that here. Take this off. This one too. Go. It's here. Whoop, that was very poorly put. It will be fine. It's merely packing out the behind the screen. To there. I don't think there's really much more that I need to transfer. These tabs I don't really need to transfer. They're fine, they're fine. Pretty much done. I'll turn off the heat now off the back here. Now I want to make sure that this runs through and down. And I want to put this one on. I can't remember if that went over or under. Just double check my footage. I didn't wind up with one of these, which I suspect it might be from here to make it the same height as this one. Yep. That's where I'd be inclined to think is going on with this. Sorry you guys, it's very hard to see. There's a little bit here. Put that there. From what I've seen, these cables need to go in like that. Squish down properly. There we go. Let's get them in there. Next I put these 4 screws back in down here. make sure they're pretty darn tight. Now we go over to the other side over here. Undo this. I'd say there's probably a bit packing in the middle, right here. As I screwed that hinge back, I forgot I was meant to be swapping it with some new ones, like this, which can go here, as opposed to that one. And through the magic of video editing, I've since changed the old one to the new one over here. Now proceeding with this side. Go. I'm mostly happy with where this is sitting. Pretty much right to grab the LCD panel to put back in here. Which way do we need to go? We need to go this way first. Connect up this cable, which weirdly folds over itself. I know they're too big and then going, oh crap, what do we do with the cable? And they're like, fold it over, shove it out of the way, you'll be right. There, fold that over. Go up to here. Go, connect that up. Now we've got 4 screws to put back in. If it will line up. Where did I put them? They're 4 hinge screws. Must be these 4 that I'm after. Yep. I'll give this screen a bit of a wipe down before I do too much more with it. Should trim the cable back in there. A few more screws. Bingo. Cleaner, bit of keyboard stain on there, but you get that sometimes. Next I'm up to the bezel, and I need to swap over all the little bits and pieces. These pieces, so the rubber inserts, which aren't included, will need to be swapped over. So I'm going to heat them up on the heat pad. Well, actually I'll try one cold just to see what it'll do. Won't surprise me. And it did. That came out a lot easier than I thought it was going to. Should be able to use a pair of tweezers just to pry under there, like so. Bingo. gonna put this face down and heat it up for a little bit. This has been cooking for a little bit, so you should hopefully be able to take this out now. I thought that was going to be glass, just clear plastic. To here. So that's now swapped over. This can get tossed to the trash. This can get turned off. So we're slowly making our way on the reassembly process. This should be able to go onto here and should just push around. I think there was actually some double-sided tape. There it is down the bottom there. None at the top. Put that over. Push that in. That should click together like so. Yeah, the webcam's a little bit lower. It is a tad odd. Still manageable though. It's just going to be peeking out a little window. I don't know why the trim was different in that regard, but what have we got going on over here? There's the noise I want to hear. I have to kind of clip in and push down, I think. I have to try that again. Also, I did miss a couple of the plastic tabs there. I got a big dob of film paste on there. That sucks. There we go, now I'm getting traction. Go. Hinges are moving just fine. So I think I'm going to swap those bottom two ones over. Weirdly, yeah, I don't know why it's not sitting higher. It's exactly where it needs to be. If I just take it off there and move it up slightly, does there have a possibility? That's better. It's still flicking around it. Let's find out. So much clicking. Now, just going to move these bottom ones over. goes back. Lay this out flat. Try to hook it over and under. This side over here is going to be easy. There we go. That lifts up, does it? So we need to go under the cables but over the rod. Like that. And I should be right to fold it over. Push up the hinges. Fold that over. Wrap that under. And through. Fold this over. There you go. I've already cleaned the thermal paste up. We'll be putting some fresh new thermal paste down quite soon. And I believe I've got to screw in where the X's are. Same over here. Here. And where did I put that other screw? Right there. There you go. Okay, that one up. So video cable's now connected. There's plenty of little screws, magnetized stones on this subwoofer. So I can clear some of that out. May or may not work, it's all magnetized. That probably won't help it. Okay. Pull those out of the way. What will I go for now? Thermal paste. I find that this Corsair stuff to be rather Corsair TM30 to be rather tacky, and it tends to bond together, which is not what I want. Rather it almost be slightly oily and be able to spread a lot easier. If I try and drag it, it just pulls it all the way. I don't know if you need to knead it for a little bit first. Okay. Where is it now? That will do for now. Ignore the massacre that just happened. I know it was a massacre. It's still going to work fine, but it was not pretty. these back over. Line it up. Jump the gun, connecting this one. That goes back around. These ones I'll feed under. So the big cable can hold them into position. Feed in. Connected. Fold down. Connected. Great. Now I need to connect the fan back up. Fan 1. Fan 2. Now I've already given these a blast with an air compressor. They just happen to be extremely dusty and it's settled on there. Black over here. Lane can go over to here. No, he didn't want to stay there. He just jumped off. I may even snake them under that and over it. One. Two. There we go. Now they get the screws for that. Screw in there. Screw in there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Two more for the fan. Oh no. Don't know how that launched off there. There we go. Battery in. Connected. Bottom cover. Tend to hook it from the I/O side. So those are all the I/O ports, tend to connect it onto there first. Now if you are missing screws, do prioritise the rear section of it. Ah no, don't put it on the X's. Don't put it on the X's. It goes not on the X. Ah well. X does not mark the spot. X marks the non-spot. Cheeky buggers. It's a problem, PlayStation person. X means go, not stop. Granted, I believe with the initial vision that they had with it, it was meant to be you press X to go back and circle to agree. But apparently that lost its way in the Western world. Causes dilemmas like that in older age. Try again. Prioritise screws at the rear, especially upon the hinges. I usually aim for a few in every corner, or at least put the hinges in first, or at the hinges. There we go. For a second I thought I put it in the wrong spot again. No, we're okay. A couple up front here. I don't know why they're out of alignment. It's a bit odd. Where some are in alignment and others aren't in alignment. That's just old plastic warping and carrying on. And still a screw left in it from earlier. Disc drive can now go in. Disc drive can now go in. That was underwhelming. Don't know why that folded up just then. Or how it was in such a state. Try that again. There we go. I got it. Now, 1, 2, 3, and one over here, 4. Some through the middle of it. Warranty void sticker. And that's where I'll leave them out. So that one was a bit of a mission, but we got there in the end. My opening, staying, and closing. Like a good laptop should. Anyway, I hope that helps you, and I'll see you later. Bye.